Hello and welcome. I'm Val Lego, your host for the evening for tonight's Wine, Women, and Chocolate. And we are coming to you from Eastbrook Home Model Home, a beautiful one. They are our champagne sponsor for tonight. And as we continue to celebrate Wine, Women, and Chocolate this evening, we are offering you another hybrid experience. It's the second one that we've done for you. And we are so thrilled to be able to offer the virtual event while also hosting an in-person event at the High Five this evening. We've had an amazing supporters for this event for many years, and I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the team at Women's Resource Center and specifically the committee of volunteers behind this event who have worked so tirelessly to bring wine, women, and chocolate for you another year. And we are going to be walking you through all of the wonderful beverages and items that are in your event bag tonight. There are some good ones. You may have maybe an individual event bag, or maybe you have a party pack with a small group of people that you are celebrating with tonight together. Either way, you have the same contents in your bag as we're going to take you through an amazing tasting experience. So to get us started, I'm going to acknowledge the businesses in our community who have made tonight possible. I encourage you to open up your programs and take a look at the full list of sponsors who are supporting us tonight. Sponsorship as a business is a powerful tool, and so we understand that businesses could choose to put their generous donations with any nonprofit. But this list of companies have intentionally chosen Women's Resource Center because they believe in the mission, the vision, and the importance of empowering women in the workplace. We are grateful that they not only see this value, but want to be part of the progress for this work. So once again, Eastbrook Homes is our champagne sponsor this year, and we are excited to be in one of their beautiful model homes. And to get things started, Eastbrook Homes will officially kick us off with a toast.
Hi, I'm Mick McGraw with Eastbrook Homes, and I am very pleased to raise a toast to Women's Resource Center in this fun evening of wine, women, and chocolate. We are thrilled to partner with them and to work on this event and wish them much success. Thank you. By the way, if you want to learn more about Eastbrook Homes, visit our website, eastbrookhomes.com.
Cheers.
Now let's get to the part we've all been waiting for, the tasting. So feel free to explore the bags as we move along, but if you're getting started on any of the beverages in your bag, know that you want to save just a little tiny bit of each beverage for the tasting portion so that our sommelier, George Walker, can walk you through it. And we are going to bring him in right now. Hi, George. I am so excited to see you.
It's so good to see you, Val. How are you?
Good. I'm just going to go over a few quick things for everybody watching. We want to see your selfies. If you're on your own or with a group, snap a photo. Snap a photo of this right here too, just for fun.
Yes,
You'll see a
yes.
note in the
Oh my
program.
gosh.
But we have a couple of hashtags we would love for you to use and post on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform you prefer. Go ahead and post a photo with one of these hashtags so that we can see it. And there may even be a chance for a couple of those posted photos to make it live later in our program. Also, drop a comment in the chat and let us know where you're joining us from. All right. Wine and beer tasting. Here we go. Let's get ready. And I am so excited to be sharing this experience once again tonight with the amazing George Walker. He's a sommelier and founder of Graped Out and is a former Grand Rapids resident until he relocated to Napa, California. George has been named to a 40 under 40 list by Wine Enthusiast magazine, and he was the first employee to join Wade Cellars in Napa. And he travels around the world. Last year, he was joining us from various places in the world, which was amazing. And he has been lending his voice and expertise to the wine industry. So read more about George's story because it's fascinating. It's in your program. So I'm so jealous of the life that you get to live traveling and drinking wine, George.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the intro. And I am jealous of you right now. That house looks absolutely gorgeous. It is so nice to be here. Thank you so much again, Val. It's so good to be here with you all again. Today I'm actually joining you all from LA. So not too far, not too far off from Napa, where or even last year where I was in actually France. But this is such an amazing time. So let's get right into it. So first we have our Sauvignon Blanc, which is actually from New Zealand. So this is our New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc is easily one of my favorite Sauvignon Blancs, the White Haven in general. The reason why I love Sauvignon Blanc so much is because it has such a nice, beautiful acidity. On the nose, I get tons of grapefruit. I get tons of like lemon peel as well. Tons of citrus notes that are like really, really bright. Sauvignon Blanc is, easily my favorite personally. Just because, especially around this time when it's starting to get a little bit of cool, it still gives you that, reminder of how awesome and fresh it is, especially when you compare it with a nice, cooler night, but also even like a warmer day. It's pretty hot out here in Napa. Yesterday it was about 115 degrees, which is crazy. But the Sauvignon Blanc it lends to really really amazing brightness that I think is really good for our pairing that we have for it with it as well.
Yeah, and George, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my go-tos. I love it so much. I especially love the New Zealand when I can get it, when I can find it. And you're right, like when you just breathe it in, it just smells like a little bit like fall, and I just enjoy all of the things that you can pair it with. So, what are you going to be pairing it with tonight?
Yes. So we have our chocolate. So we have our white chocolate. The reason why this chocolate is so particularly pairs particularly well with this is because of those bright notes that the Sauvignon Blanc has. So let's do this first. This is how I love to taste. If you want to take a sip of your wine first, so get it on your palate, cleanse your palate, and then after you take that sip, bite into that chocolate.
Mm.
Yes, I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Now, if you want to just let that, kind of really get it all in your mouth and whatnot, and get it on your palate, and then next, what you want to do is you want to take another sip of your wine. Yes.
Mm.
So so what I think this does, at least for me, when I do this particular pairing, is it brings out the fruit notes that are within the chocolate. This one in particular has notes of apricot. So it just really just kind of heightens that and rounds it. And then also, again, because the Sauvignon Blanc is so acidic and so bright, it acts as like almost a cleanser for your palate after you have that bite into that chocolate. Um,
And
so
what I
how'd you like
loved
it?
about this chocolate was that it was like a little fruity in the center,
Yes,
and that
yes,
just sort of made everything burst and become so flavorful.
exactly. It just heightens the fruit, and it complements it so well in both the wine as well as the chocolate. So I'm glad you like it, Val. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
hope everyone else likes it too.
Mm. All right, we have another wine to taste too.
Yes, 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 yes. So this is actually one of my favorites. This is a J. Cab. This producer, in turn, produces a wine every year that is super consistent. It's not really overly jammy. It doesn't have too much. It doesn't have too much alcohol. It has a balance, which I find really, really attractive. I just love the region Paso Robles. This is actually one of the first regions that I personally fell in love with, just because I feel like the wines are a lot more approachable and also more affordable than regions per se like Napa or even regions like Bordeaux. These cabs, again, are just really balanced and elegant. And it has a little bit more fruit than your other cabs that can come out of California. So on the nose, let's do that first. It's amazing. I mean, I get tons of like, honestly, chocolate.
I don't, red is not my go-to. Like I said, it's
Mhm.
the Sauvignon Blanc. But wow, this has such an aroma. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I I love the nose. Again, I get tons of like, chocolate, a little bit of tobacco, even, a little bit of Flint as well, some blueberry, and then let's see what the palate tastes like, because that's what really matters.
And that's the fun part.
Right, right. Again, really, really beautiful. There's like I said, there's still fruit there, but it's not too jammy. It has a little bit of tobacco again on the palate. It kind of confirms that. But then I get, as opposed to like really heavy like tobacco, I get tons of like blueberry even, and even like a touch of like blackberry. Do you get the same?
It's very smooth, George.
Yeah,
Things that I really
it's
love, how smooth it is. And I bet it tastes amazing with chocolate.
as indeed. So let's do this again. So again, let's taste our wine first. Then after that, yes, yeah, exactly. Take that bite, and then of course, once we've taken that bite, let's take another sip of our wine.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love it.
Just really meld so well together.
Honestly, dark chocolate and red wine, particularly Cabernet Sauvignon, is one of the most underrated pairings. I think, you can find notes of chocolate in the wine, particularly in Cabernet Sauvignon. So it just makes so much sense that it actually pairs well together, and especially because, again, very similar to the Sauvignon Blanc and with the white chocolate, the Cabernet Sauvignon with the dark chocolate, or the dark chocolate, acts as like this almost cleanser and balance, if you will, for both of those pairings. This is actually one of my favorite pairings in general.
It's almost like I just want to make this a standard dessert instead of going through all the problems. Let's just get some dark chocolate and some wine. But you know what? We're not done.
Yes,
We got a little beer here to taste.
yes, from Brew Vivant. I love Brew Vivant. They are so amazing. When I lived in Grand Rapids, I used to work right next door to Brew Vivant, and I would find myself going there quite often. So here we have our stout, which I love, love, love stouts. As fall is approaching, stouts are usually one of my go-tos when it is a little cooler outside. I do miss those Michigan falls and all those bonfires. So I hope that you all are drinking this next to a fire, and and also have with accompanied by our sugar cookie.
Yes.
Um, I
We've
love
got these amazing sugar cookies here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Take a
So
bite,
great. I
right?
love this.
This is a huge
Yes,
cookie.
it's a massive cookie. I love that.
All right, so should we
Oh,
take a sip?
absolutely. Let's do that.
I really do love a good stout beer, though. And it does. I taste the chocolate. It does taste chocolatey.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost like you're having like a chocolate cookie without having a chocolate cookie. You're having a chocolate with your beer, and then you have your sugar cookie with your with that. So it's a really good thing, honestly. Beer and cookies again are really, really underrated. But it makes a lot of sense.
Mm. And then bite the cookie right away.
Let's do it. I love it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It really is. I would never put beer
Yes.
and cookies together, but why do these two go so good together?
Honestly, because well, it's particularly the stout. It has those notes of chocolate. It has those notes of vanilla. A lot of the attributes or the notes that you define in a cookie, or even that aren't in this cookie per se, like the chocolate and vanilla. It kind of adds that to it. So it kind of adds that, makes it like a chocolate cookie in a sense, but with your beer.
Either way, it makes it way more enjoyable. So
Yes.
I love doing this with you every single year, George. You're amazing. I love the information, especially I love everything that you bring to the table that I get to try.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I have never been disappointed by anything that we paired together. So
Thank
thank
you
you for
so
that.
much.
It really
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is so awesome, and thank you all to the Women Resource Center for all that you do. This is absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad to be here to be able to support. Yeah, thank you guys so much.
All right. Thank you, George. We'll see you soon. We hope you come back again next year.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers. And as we enjoy this wonderful evening, all in support of the Women's Resource Center and the impact they are making in the lives of women here in West Michigan, we're going to take a moment to hear more from the Women's Resource Center and bring George back for a Q&A. So get your questions ready. Also, don't forget to check out the silent auction. There are some amazing items this year, and all of the proceeds go to support the Women's Resource Center programs and services. So we will place the auction link in the chat now. So get your wallets ready. I'm sure most of you know her for her fierce and bold advocacy in our community and her passion for the Women's Resource Center. But if you don't, please welcome Sandra Gaddy, CEO of Women's Resource Center. Sandra, welcome to tonight's event, your big event, Wine, Women, and Chocolate.
Thank you so much, Val. And as always, we're super excited to have you here with us. But thank you so much for all of you joining us for our wonderful night of fun at Wine, Women, and Chocolate. And I hope you have been enjoying the tasting with Val and George. They always do such a phenomenal job. And we have so many great things for you throughout the rest of the night and throughout the rest of the program. So feel free to continue to enjoy your wine, your beer, your chocolate, and your cookies. You had a lot in that bag. And let us know in the chat what your favorites are. That's really important for us.
Yes, the pairing's really great this year. Boy, I'll tell you that. So let's talk a little bit about tonight and what it means to you and why being here tonight, everybody supporting you, is so important.
Yeah. So the support that we have tonight really allows us to continue to serve the needs of the women in our community. Women who are unemployed and underemployed, and women who are coming out of the justice system. So all of the dollars, whether it's through our raffles, through our auction, and through you buying a ticket, really comes back to support the work of Women's Resource Center and to support the need of women in our community throughout West Michigan.
So you've been busy in the last year, right? So catch me up. What is new in 22?
What is new in 22? So in this coming year, we are celebrating our 50-year anniversary.
Oh my goodness.
So we are super excited about that. So next year, 2023, WRC celebrates 50 years in service and serving the needs of women in our community. And we're just thrilled. We have so many exciting things taking place next year, and we look forward to sharing those with you as the end of the year progresses.
As we think about all of the thousands of women who have been helped by the Women's Resource Center, what does that mean to you when you think back 50 years and all the lives you've helped to change?
Yeah, so I was just sitting at lunch, and I share often that I'm always surprised, and I shouldn't be, to hear how women who are further along in their careers were impacted by our service. And we find that these women refer other women. So the impact over the years have been just tremendous. And just a little window, we're even hoping to have just 50 women just share their impact stories of how WRC has been instrumental to their careers through advancement opportunities, but also how they could have, WRC could have impacted their families as well.
I don't think you're going to have any hard time getting somebody to share their story because you have so many amazing ones. You also have a great program called the New Beginnings Program.
Oh, yes. Our New Beginnings Program. This program specifically served the needs of women re-entering the community from jail. But we don't just stop or start there. We actually start that process 90 days before women are released. So this past year, we had a phenomenal opportunity through the Michigan Justice Fund to expand our work from just Kent County Jail, but also now into Muskegon and Ottawa community jails. And we're so thrilled to be serving the needs of women in both of these communities and expanding that work. And our team members down on the Lake Shore are just doing some phenomenal work there. And our partners in the community have really just wrapped their arms around us.
Right, and it's their support that has helped to allow this Women's Resource Center to continue to grow throughout its 50 years. You've got something very exciting coming up. You've got the Propel campaign.
Yeah, We've had so many exciting things this year. So yeah, this year we have been, over the past 12 months plus, we've been focusing on raising dollars for our Propel campaign, as we have just purchased our first building in our history. Like I said, we'll be celebrating 50 years, but we just purchased earlier this spring 816 Madison. And as you can see from the renderings here, we are so excited to be in a space and serving the needs of women in the Third Ward, but also having an opportunity to be more accessible to women. We have 2 buses that will drop women off, be able to drop women off right in front of the building there, but expanding the needs for children drop-off area that we'll have located right in the building. So women who are coming to meet with their coaches or their mentors or attending a class will not have to, if they don't have it available, childcare support for 2-3 hours, as we'll be able to provide that temporary support for them. We'll also have expansive training programming, as well as we're well known for our business boutique. So our business boutique will have a phenomenal storefront, as well as a more convenient way for our donors to drop off their donations for the business boutique as well. Our campaign is $2.5 million, and we are just at over $2.2 million, and we still have a little bit of ways to go. So we would love the support of the community for this capital campaign, as we're going to propel forward and helping women in their needs in the workforce.
And of course, support is one of the main things about tonight. We've got virtual viewers. Maybe you want to tell them how they can help support the mission.
To support us, you can support by participating in the raffle. You can also support by joining our Empower Monthly Giving Program. So that's giving stated amount each month to help support the needs. And that is so important, because it really does help sustain our mission and our values and our vision for the organization. And those are 2 opportunities to give. You can go on our website at grwrc.org to participate in any one of those opportunities.
So much that you've updated on. It is really excited to be a part and be able to help support the Women's Resource Center. So congratulations to all that you have going on. I hope it's a successful night. I know you have to get back to our in-person event, because we're doing both in-person and virtual. Yes. And I hear there's a competition heating up in the silent auction. So don't forget that too. You can participate in the silent auction as well. There are amazing prizes like the Napa Valley Wine Tasting Experience, gift cards to some of GR's best restaurants and boutiques, several themed gift baskets, and just so much more. Just go online and look. You're going to want to participate. You also have a chance to participate in the raffle, where you have a chance to win a Tiffany & Company jewelry set, which is beautiful, a Shinola watch, or the chance to win one of 2 of our amazing wine towers of 20 bottles each. They're valued at $300 per wine tower. So head over to the Women's Resource Center website to join all of the excitement.